go. Hello, guys, and what is up? Welcome or welcome back to Lip Gloss and Ladders. I am Reese, aka Genius 3 here, and I am joined by two of my co-hosts, KB and Ash Betty. Gabby is behind the scenes. Hi, Gabrielle. Take care of us. But I want to get started with KB. How you feeling this week? How
Hello.
you feeling this week? How was your week?
What up, though? I've been 36 for about a week now, so
Hey.
No sponsorship this week.
no sponsorship this week. None this week. I take paid sponsorships though, so those with the free ones. Now the rest has to be paid. But
Yeah.
everything else is good.
And how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. It's about to be a long day. I got some cleaning to do, but I'm excited to get her done.
Yes.
That's it. I was saying this week has been a week, but I'm here and we're alive. So
Not Biggie shaking a laptop.
oh, Biggie's like he has stuff to say. He's like, y'all didn't listen to my opinions enough last time.
Oh, I thought he popped up.
Hey y'all,
I have something to say, by the way.
so Biggie, what do you think? I'm gonna ask Biggie his opinion on this. So today, I wanted to first get into Carmella. And it appears as though her contract has expired. How are we feeling about that? KB, I want to start it off with you. We know Carmella is your girl.
Yeah, when I saw the news, I was like, oh, expired. I'm like, so no resigning. But I get that, she had a injury due to giving birth. It's hard being a woman. I can only imagine. Like, it's very hard. So I just hopefully when she heals, she can come back. But that did hurt my feelings. I've been waiting on her to come back since she left. So
That's what you think about the most recent news about Carmella's contract expiring. We have a point, y'all, I promise.
Yeah, similar to UKB, I'm gonna try to be optimistic and kind of credit them allowing the contract to expire due to the complications that she had while giving birth, and it's seeming that she's going to take a little bit longer to come back than initially anticipated, so they're giving her that time to do what she needs to do, and then hopefully when she's ready she'll come back, because I feel like, when was the last time we saw Carmella wrestle? Like 2022, 2023?
2023. I think her and Alexa got pregnant at the same time.
Yeah.
I think her and Chelsea Green was gonna be a tag team, and I was looking forward to
Yep.
that.
Her and Alexa got pregnant at the same time because I think Alexa gave birth. I remember it being the 27th, and then I think Carmella gave birth right around there as well. So I know they were pregnant around the same time. So, and she was in 50 hours of labor, which
Whew,
shout out to her, because that's wow.
that's over 2 days. Yeah.
yeah, a little real life experience here. I worked in labor and delivery for quite some years, and listen, when Carmella was like, I can't come back right away, I said, girl, we know, because I have seen some birth related injuries that affect people 30 years later. So I just wanted to give her some grace with that. Now, I do want to do a little rant about some things I saw. I saw two things that kind of run me the wrong way. One, and by two, this, not many people have said this, but they're saying they let her contract expire because of the most recent controversy with her husband, Corey Graves, which I think has absolutely, positively nothing to do with anything. And two, where would she have fit into this current women's division? Now, I do think that it is a very, very good point to make. Where does she fit in this current women's division? Because we all want her back, but where would she fit in with this current women's division? Especially seeing as how this women's division is shaping up.
Yeah. I mean, Raw needs heels.
Yeah.
Raw needs heels.
They do.
So Carmella would have been a welcome face on Raw. I feel like a welcome familiar face, especially since like Raw right now has so many new up and coming talents that they're trying to get over. I know we've been talking about Lyra off and on for the past couple of weeks,
and it's out of love, Bird Lady. It's out of love.
I want to like you, girl. I want to like you. So like,
She looked very cute the other day. Like I like her.
she eats down.
Yeah.
I want to like the girl. Like I want to like the girl, but nothing has
I
really
love it.
stuck yet, you know?
Right.
At least on the main roster. I feel like she did a lot of great stuff on NXT. But
Exactly.
all of that to say, Carmella, I feel like there definitely would have been space for her in the division right now. Especially when you really think about it. We have 2 products that have the opportunity to go 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's 6 hours of television, not including NXT, not including this new NXT Evolution show.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Evolve.
yes. There are so many opportunities here.
TNA.
Right.
Right.
It's like
Very real. They have like this deal with Marigold, it seems, as well as Noah. All these different things going on.
there's so many opportunities and chances for us to see this. She could be anywhere.
Yeah.
So that is my thing. Now, speaking of this women's division, let's get into it because I have some takes here with Papa H, and I'm not just going to blame Triple H. I think everybody needs to come to the forefront here. Like Ash said, we have 2, and it's not even just the WWE either. We'll get there, but we have 2 products that you said 2 of your main products have the potential and ability to go 3 hours. One of which is, and you cut probably 3 of your biggest women's stars here for the sake of The Rock's very strange, cryptic promo. I felt like I was watching an episode of American Horror Story. I would. So I just gotta ask you guys, how are we feeling about the direction? So that match that was cut was Naomi and Bianca Belair's match against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. So I wanted to ask, where do you guys feel the trajectory of these women's tag team titles are going, especially now that both of them are now in the Elimination Chamber?
Listen, I mean,
Okay.
yeah. I'll let you start, KB.
Okay. So, like, when I found the news out that they still had a tag match on Monday, tomorrow, but the leading up to the tag match, I really felt like Liv and Naomi would have ate, but you cut that for the Rock. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like y'all could have cut any little other segment. Y'all just had to cut a whole match. I don't know. It just didn't make any sense to me. I just feel like when it comes to like Elimination Chamber, even Royal Rumble, I feel like champions should not be in the match, even tag champions.
Agree.
So it just makes it look like their championship is not as valuable as the big one. But it bothered me a lot that match was cut because it led to just one match on SmackDown. And I don't even think there was any other segment involving women on SmackDown either.
Didn't Tiffany have a match?
Right, that was the only match.
Yeah,
but
Tiffany had a match.
The Tiffany and Candice, but I don't think any other segment involved.
I know we saw Chelsea for like a minute.
Okay, I must have missed that one. But yeah, I just feel like with so many women in the back, it could be more done. Even just with behind the scenes, just a quick 5 minutes. Something good can happen in 5 minutes. But yeah, the Rock promo, like that could have been placed. That could have been in the beginning.
That could have been an email.
Came out.
It could, yeah, it definitely.
It could have been a YouTube video.
This is definitely right. This is
press conference after the show, like, you know.
This was definitely a meeting that could have been an email.
A press release, very much so.
I get why they announced WrestleMania being in New Orleans because it was in New Orleans that night.
But like the theme.
Yeah, it could have made it work. SmackDown got extended an extra hour. It could have been worked that way. It just bothers me.
SmackDown has been. You have your biggest women's stars on SmackDown. You have Bianca Belair. You're cutting Bianca Belair.
I mean, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it for real. Because, I mean, when you really think about it, I don't want to say that this is necessarily even like a step down for Bianca, because no matter what Bianca does, she's going to be elevating anything that she does. Naomi as well. But the material is not there. These matches that they're booking, there's nothing behind them. And now they kind of just put Liv and Raquel back into this tag team when I think Liv deserves a little bit more than that. Coming up to this Mania season, she was only one of the most, if not the most important women's wrestler for the company in 2024. Dare I say? So I'm just a little disappointed, but not surprised. I can't say I'm surprised.
Depending on the match tomorrow is going to help me figure out who I think is going to win the Elimination Chamber. But like I said, I feel like champions should have not been in this match to begin with.
Yeah.
I think it's also important to note that something similar to this is why Naomi and Sasha left in the first place.
Yeah.
Where they're like, hey, you guys keep putting us in these tournaments as singles competitors, and we have these women's tag team titles. And again, what NXT is doing, like, I'm not going to say that they've never had any matches. I'm not gonna completely harp on the booking of it and the where's Jade. I'm not. They have a current storyline. I get it, but it is vastly clear that they have no clue, for the most part, what to do with the women on these two big brands. And again, we run into that where, and I'm not going to put it all on Triple H, because when he was in NXT, he was booking the women correctly. But dare I say that was more out of, the women took it, which is why we got the Divas Revolution in the first place. So I feel like during those times where we had that Divas Revolution, it was give Divas a chance. I feel like we're getting back there.
Mm-hmm.
And very quickly. And I don't know if I'm being ungrateful. But I feel like we have way too many women now to where if we could do a whole women's pay-per-view, because we have, and we did it years ago, why can we not showcase them? And why is the tag team champions? Why are the tag team champions not defending their titles? Instead, they're in the Elimination Chamber. They're in these qualifying matches. But they only defend on NXT, and it's just like, give us something, please. Give us something.
Some type of semblance of any type of story. Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Like, and again, you're forcing these tag teams. Well, we have tag teams here. Like, where is Kaden Carter and Katana Chad? Where are they?
Where are they though?
Where are they?
For real though.
Where are they? If we need people to compete for, and it's just like, I think it kind of also runs into this where you can't not have a big match without Bianca. But it's like, she's also doing something right now.
Yes.
Let her do that.
And it also feels like what they have her doing is like 50% on either side. You know what I mean? Because she's not getting she didn't get huge spots in this year's Rumble like she normally does.
Mm-hmm.
Like and I'm assuming she's probably going to have some really dope moments in Elimination Chamber, but these qualifying matches, there's no semblance of a story. There's no anticipation of anything. It's just going through the motions because Bianca Belair is Bianca Belair and she should be in the match. Like, that's literally the rationale behind a lot of these things. And then when on the side of the tag teams, no matches, barely any defenses. And then if they had the opportunity to go in on this storyline that they have, this great potential story that they have with Jade, they're barely touching it to the extent that they need to. So it's just, I think Bianca and Naomi are doing a great job with what they're given. Like that segment when they were like, oh yeah, like she's healing right now, so we haven't been able to text her. Whatever. They text
us back, so it's fine.
Yeah,
she still loves us though. Like, I love it. Like, again, they're doing the best of what they can, and they're being like, oh, you're not gonna. Well, we're not going to be a tag matches. At least our outfits are going to eat. You're not going to forget that we're a tag team. Exactly, and I do love that aspect of it. But it's like, again, with like you said, with Liv and Raquel. Raquel gives me absolutely nothing. And if she wear that gear one more time,
look, no judgment. She probably don't want nothing else, or she probably can't afford it.
Oh,
Listen, I'm just trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, also she does have like the skin thing, so it could be
That
like
too.
that's what works against my skin. That's what she feels comfortable with. Which, if that's the case, then go for it. But I get what you're saying, Reese. I get what
I get what you're saying for sure. But
you're saying.
just trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. She could be frugal too.
She could do a different colorway. She could do a different colorway at least. You know,
She could. She could be saving for something.
The silence is deafening.
Look, she has no words. She's over it.
I have plenty of words. I just can't.
And yet
can't
said
say
so
them.
much. Yeah, and yet said so much.
She can't borrow it. I know who she should date. You be telling me she broke.
Absolutely not. Fightful just released how much the minimum pay is. They are not broke.
Yeah.
To be a main roster WWE's, they are not broke.
That's why I wouldn't mind sitting in catering and eat.
Thank you, Triple H.
Like, oh, is that, what is it? Banoffee? Oh, I will.
It's going to be a great show today, guys. It's going to be a great show today.
Y'all good luck.
Look, I'll be the one doing the TikToks in the back, too.
Friends with all the crew. Here? Yeah, friends with all the crew.
That's how you would know I still work there. You be like, oh, she goes.
Like they think I'm social media management at this point.
Right.
Like with me and Yim's TikToks when she showed Lee Gallows, I was like, oh, he still work here. He don't anymore. My agenda. Damn. Be my agenda, but we talk about the women right now. But it's like, okay. I get it. Maybe it is what works for her skin. So if she know what material works.
Different colorways, yeah.
Now I will admit I do like Liv and Raquel as a team. I did enjoy when like Raquel would pick Liv up and just slam her on people. I did enjoy that. So, but honestly, like I said before, it just depends on who wins the match tomorrow is where my prediction for Elimination Chamber go. It can go multiple ways. But or even if they reveal any more details about Jade tomorrow, which they should, they have to by WrestleMania at this point.
I'm so skeptical. When she didn't come out at Rumble.
November? It's November, right? When she got attacked. November or December. Yeah.
It's been that long.
Yeah.
November or December.
And so we're trying to keep the storyline going her.
That's why,
if she don't come out tomorrow, I'm lost. If she don't come out tomorrow, I'm lost. We've lost the plot. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Where is the plot?
I don't know. Yeah.
Where is it? Agatha Christie. That's the worst Agatha Christie novel ever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. There's been multiple opportunities now where she could have came out and she didn't come out. So I'm just very curious about tomorrow.
Yeah, November 22nd.
That's my birthday.
First of all, was that Thanksgiving week? That's crazy.
That's my anniversary.
The week before.
Oh, okay. Damn.
So yeah, it's been some months now. Yeah, so when it comes to I don't know. That's what I say. It depends on how tomorrow goes, is where I can just be like, okay, Elimination Chamber and possibly man can go this way. It depends on who wins tomorrow.
Who do you guys think is like a favorite to win the chamber right now?
If you ask me this about the men's, I would be like, but I think for me, I would love to see Roxanne win it. She's not going to.
Yeah, it's too soon for her to have a main event at Mania.
Roxanne versus Rhea.
But is it though? Is it too soon for her? I mean, Paige. I mean, you didn't want a title on her first night from AJ Lee.
Yeah,
true.
And Michael Cole has been talking about like the Cinderella story, how quickly she's risen in the division. Like he always mentions that on commentary. So they're kind of setting up for her to be going up the ranks a little quick. So that would be dope. But I don't know. Maybe
Let me put
I
my
feel
Gabby
like-
hat on.
Go ahead.
Gabby's not here, so put my Gabby hat on, my Gabby theory hat. Bianca wins it.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, I would love to see that.
Bianca wins it because if nothing is pushed forward with this Jade storyline on Monday, I feel like it has to culminate at Elimination Chamber. I think Bianca wins it. Maybe Jade comes back. Maybe Bianca's the one who attacked Jade, or Bianca wins it, and instead of Naomi being happy for her, Naomi finally turns heel, and we get that.
Okay.
So
I
I
like that.
thought
I like that.
I feel like maybe we get that. I don't know.
I would love for Bianca versus Rhea. I think now would be like honestly
Me too.
the perfect time to do it. Like crazy hype would automatically be attached to that match. It's like a marquee match that people have been wanting to see for years. So I'd be so down to have her win.
I feel like either Bianca or I feel like it's gonna be Liv. I think they're gonna bring Liv and Mommy back because Liv.
They said they wanted to culminate.
Shout out to Griff. Liv has never had a singles Mania match.
Oh, that's a great point. And
or EO because they did put on a good show. So it depends on who wins between Mommy and EO tomorrow as well.
Which crazy that we're getting EO versus Rhea on a random episode of Raw.
Just because, like, he was like, "See, I do care about the women's division." So he's like, "I knew that the girls from Lip Gloss and Lash are going to complain about this, so I am trying to give it because he watches the show. Papa H watches us. He listens.
He does and does.
I know he listens to us. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully they get time. That's all I can say. Hopefully they get time.
They will, because I think it's Rhea. They'll get time.
Yeah.
If something happens and like, I can't. I'm gonna be upset.
I need no shenanigans.
I'm just happy Mommy's back, and I like EO, and I would really hate for us to become unbenefited because she couldn't keep her hands off my wife. It's a friendly match.
Hey, listen, the chemistry's off the charts over there. I would definitely be looking at Rhea.
I know. Like, jumping in her arms like that. I'm watching you,
ma'am.
She's plotting. I can't lie. She's plotting.
I'm watching you.
She's plotting.
Yeah. Again, I feel like with all of these storylines, they cut them off so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, oh, and then we're gonna revisit it, but it's like then we don't, and it's like, okay, we're gonna revisit it though, like 4 months later.
Makes no sense.
Hello.
I'm here.
Hello.
I decided I need to do a quick run in because I'm not going on camera, but we're doing a quick run in. I have thoughts. Do y'all even care who attacked Jade at this point? Like, I feel like for Jade to have been hurt, right? Why is she on vacation and why is she doing photo shoots? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they didn't lean into her being hurt. I don't know. It's weird. That's just my random thought. I feel like it's just not progressing. Like, it's not going anywhere. I'm over it. I don't really care who attacked her anymore. Like, and I just, at first I was with the storyline, but now that it's been like 6 months, I'm kind of over it.
Yeah.
I still care about it. I still care about it, but let it go on to a year. I'll be okay. Look, I'm over it.
Oh, this can't go to a year.
Jade was back in the PC last week, so like, you had 2 months off and you didn't work. Respectfully, like, I'm confused. Like, what do you mean you haven't been in the PC in 2 months? I don't know, man. The whole thing is weird. Yeah. I thought it had some steam at first, but like you said, if they don't do anything with this like tomorrow, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm confused. I'm very confused.
I feel like Rumble was like, oh, perfect time for this to finally culminate because it's been 2-3 months at that point. And they were like, no, here's Nikki Bella. And it's like, no offense to Nikki Bella, like, happy you was here, girl. But like, where's Jade?
Something had to give at this point. Because
like,
Natty
did it.
This can be dragging.
Natty attacked Jade.
Even like the anticlimactic reveal of Liv and Raquel, the way that it's revealed, if it is Bianca and Naomi, it's so obvious. You know what I mean? Like, there's no like, oh, like, you know, like, oh my God. There's none of that. Because it's revealed as them.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, yeah. You guys have been dancing, like that comment said on Instagram.
She got CT
Jade
and
got
y'all.
CT. Y'all dancing and y'all dancing like.
Right.
Oh my
Her foot
God.
twisted backwards and y'all
funny,
dancing,
like-
making fun of her because she can't dance.
That comment had me on the floor, and they commented
has
that
not
on
been
the
funny.
Beyonce video too.
I can't. It's been fun, guys. I'm running back to the back now. Y'all have it. Y'all got it. Have a good one.
Yeah, something has to be done. At this point, if it is really Bianca and Naomi, it has to be written good to what led up to this attack or how they've been revealed, because it is getting time is going past and it's getting a little dragged and it's getting a little stale.
It's more of a
So we
social
need
media
something.
thing
It
at
makes
this
me
point.
wonder if Jade was actually injured. It makes me wonder if those rumors were actually true.
I thought she was. I thought it was that she was injured.
Because remember, there was huge. It was like huge news that potentially Jade had like a potential neck injury, and then immediately, like the next week, everyone was like, "That was false. That's not true. She's not injured." So then it was like,
right, and then there was
what's
also
going on, and then
that
they gave her all those crazy injuries. Remember, they said like ruptured like spleen, something about a kidney. I was like, damn, they got my girl. Like they really got my girl.
Like, did she get ran over by the car and then put back on top of it?
I'm saying, like, was she placed? Like, what on earth?
This is the worst Agatha Christie novel of all time. I said this. What in the Dan Brown is going on? For our literary girlies, y'all know.
Yeah, something's got to like this got to be written good for it to be paid off, for it to be dragged for so long. Like it was hype in the beginning. Like we asked who you think did it, what do you know, possible outcomes.
Okay. So like, do we care who attacked Jade at this point, or is it just like just tell us so we can move on?
Yeah,
I'm getting to the just tell me so we can move on, and
I'm ready for the next chapter.
Get this feud going, whoever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that this has hurt Jade's momentum on the main roster, being out for so long?
I think it confuses, like the whole entire thing just confuses me, like just because of everything I previously said before, and what exactly, especially since like the level of performer that we saw her when she left. We know, as Gabby said, she's back in the PC. So it's like if she comes back, she's just about the same place that we saw her in, and not necessarily giving us a huge anticipation for a match. I do think that could hurt. I do think that could hurt Jade's momentum, but I feel like she's gonna get a nice pop for sure. When she comes out, I think she's definitely gonna get like a nice return pop for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do we think though attacked her?
I unfortunately think it's Naomi, because if y'all remember, Bianca was in a match. Bianca was in the qualifying match.
I say Naomi and or Bianca. Like Bianca could have attacked her before the match, or Bianca could have told Naomi to do it, and Naomi did it during the match. Because remember, she was already there.
So. Yeah, Naomi was already at the scene. Yes, Naomi was already at the scene. Ooh.
I got a new agenda.
What is it?
Okay, hear me out, y'all. It's not as far-fetched as my Bullet Club theory. What if it was Lash and Jakara at the direction of Naomi? Stable? Hello?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Can you imagine Lash and Jakara standing next to Naomi?
I could.
And
that'd be their call up.
Yeah, for sure.
Call up, and we know that. Of course, it makes, because I was thinking this. I was like, yeah, it's getting like I was about to say it's getting like the NXT parking lot is dangerous. What if some NXT girlies did it? And I said, oh, what if some NXT girlies actually did it, and then Lash benefited and got into the qualifying match because Jade didn't? See, look, new agenda. That's my new agenda, y'all.
Mm, mm.
That's
Might
my
be
new agenda.
eating. Yeah, might be eating.
That's my new agenda. Yeah,
I
I like
like
that
it. I
one.
like it. I like
But
it. I like it.
NXT though, I feel like with NXT, what they're doing with their women's division, like you never forget the women that are involved.
Right. Yeah. I
Yes.
love
Like,
that.
but I didn't forget about Ariana Grace, even though she hasn't had a match on NXT TV in weeks at this point. But I
Yeah.
never forgot about her. Carmen Petrovic. I'm like, oh, this makes sense that she's here. Like Jasmine Nix is eating.
I love her entrance.
Yeah.
Everybody's eating. And it's like they do what they can. It's like you have a 2-hour show, and I have seen the women in half of the segments here versus you have a 3-hour show and The Rock is talking about eating souls.
Yeah. See, like,
And
yeah, with the NXT women, like in segments, even if they're not talking, you see them sitting in the back. Or
Yeah.
like the match at the PLE that just passed, how they had the potential people for the championship sitting in the
Mhm.
In the
audience.
crowd. Yeah.
My only issue with the NXT women, I wish they didn't cut the tag titles or merge them with the main roster titles.
that's my biggest pet. That's my biggest.
That's the
Yeah.
only that's the only issue I
Yeah.
had. Other than that, or they can bring them back. I don't see what's nothing wrong bringing them back since they are putting tag teams together, like the 2K random that
That's especially across all these shows. Why don't you give the NXT tag titles back? You have evolved to defend them on. You have
Yeah.
those WWID. Like you have
Yeah.
opportunities at which you can like do that. Like
right,
TNA.
Lash and Jakara can get
right, TNA for
busy
sure.
with those belts. Lash and Jakara, they could do some serious damage with some tag belts.
They can and they would like.
It just breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart.
It does. It's just like because I was very excited about the main roster mid card titles as well. And it's just like we have all these belts, and it's just like it feels like we could do things with these women potentially. Like I know that Zelina might be getting a push soon. She got a
Yeah, it's looking like it.
backstage setting, which is great.
She look good. Abs were eating. Abs were eating. She look good.
No, she does.
She
did. She did. I hope she paid. I hope she paid for her outfit.
See, I knew the shade was coming. That's why I just was not saying nothing.
I'm not getting involved, man. I'm not touching
No,
it.
but honestly, someone like her makes sense to put the title on. I still think that it should have been Dakota, but
Yeah.
100%. Well, she's on SmackDown now, so she'll be going up to Chelsea, which
Dakota?
I think no, Zelina. Because you said that
Yeah.
it's like you missing. It's like you was missing two titles. So right, Zelina's on SmackDown now,
Yeah.
and then Dakota's on Raw. But Dakota has a match tomorrow too, so it might get passed to her.
I mean, yeah, we'll see. I don't think so.
Oh yeah, the LWO is on there. The LWO also bothers me because Joaquin Wild is Filipino. LWO. I'm sorry. This is just so random. Like they heard Joaquin and was like Mexican. Like no,
Ma'am.
He said, you know.
What are you, some type of black or Spanish?
Spanish? What are you, some type of black or Spanish?
I can't with y'all today.
I don't. Close enough. Beans? Close enough.
Yeah.
You're like right.
I guess, yeah.
What's wrong with you?
That was random. I'm sorry. It's the coffee, y'all.
Yeah, since we on that belt, the Intercontinental, we talked about Lyra already, and we thought Dakota should have won. I think that whole tournament was underwhelming compared to the USA with the SmackDown women. I don't know. It was just underwhelming. I wanted to be like wild, like I was with the women for the SmackDown, but SmackDown has a better roster to me.
SmackDown does have a better roster, but they don't utilize their women nearly enough. It's Nia. Even though Nia's on Raw,
That's why I'm
Nia's been
confused.
consistently on
I thought she
SmackDown
came
recently.
back. I thought she
Yeah,
got-
I meant to ask that. Like, is she back on
got
SmackDown?
moved to Raw. I don't know if she got moved back to Smack. It's Mania season, so the suspension of
Yeah,
disbelief, you know.
she
I know
got
that
she got moved
Drew
to
is
Raw.
officially on SmackDown now.
Yep.
Yes.
So I think that she got.
No, Nia had got moved to Raw, and she had that title match against Mommy, and then now
Yeah.
she back trying to go against Tiffany. So it's like, is you here or is you there?
Yeah.
You here, but you really not here.
And when did Candice LeRae get on SmackDown? Was she always on SmackDown? See, do you
Yes.
see the issue that I'm having?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not memorable what's going on. It's not memorable.
Do you see the issue that I'm having? Is she on Smack? What?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's just a mess.
Is she currently the women's speed champion?
No.
I believe not anymore. She won it.
I thought somebody else is the speed champion currently.
Maybe
I haven't been
maybe
keeping up to it.
That's so.
But I feel like
Shotzi.
they forming. Yeah, Shotzi went against somebody, and I can't remember if that was the champion or not.
Is Shotzi not in NXT anymore? See,
I was enjoying the formation of Chemical X.
Yeah, I hope that they continue that.
like
No,
where?
Candice is still the champion.
Okay.
Candice,
Okay.
she won it in October. No noise. She won that in October, people.
I forgot that she was the women's speed champion until they said it at the Rumble.
How do y'all feel about all of these belts?
It's
There
been
are
too
so
many
many.
now.
There are so many. Now we have the WID belts. I know that's going to be defended on the Indies, but we have so many belts. Not enough storylines. Not enough champions. Not enough. But you don't have anybody that's champion material. Like you have these belts, and then you're like, okay, we're gonna put it on this person, and then not give them any kind of stable feuds in which to put it on.
Why is Lyra in the crowd every week? Why is Lyra waving at us every week from the audience?
Right.
You're supposed to be behind the barricade, Ma. Like what's going on? Like what is going
Chelsea
on?
defended her belt 2 or 3 times already.
Lyra Valkyria is like that coworker that you work at a retail job or something like that that always comes in on their day off because their entire that's what she reminds me of. Because why are you sitting in the crowd?
She loves
Why
it.
are you using your belt? Get in the ring.
Yeah.
Where are the feathers? Get them feathers out. Put that jacket on and get in this ring, please.
And the crazy part is, I feel like the Women's North American Championship has been such a fantastic model down in NXT because they should have seen how they treated Kaylani in that first reign that she had and just basically taken that and ran with it. Just give her different opponents week to week so that we can learn her moveset, learn more about her, learn how she operates in the ring, her chemistry with other people. And then we can also have the opportunity to see other people in the locker room as well. It's the mid-card belt. Like, I'm so lost, y'all. Like, I've been so lost.
And you know what? Back then, when I used to watch wrestling as a kid, I felt like the mid-card title stood out to me more than the main belt.
Exactly.
And now
it's
it's
workhorse
like,
titles.
Yeah, now it's just like I'm enjoying Chelsea's reign. Don't get me wrong. Chelsea is doing it. Like with her,
she's entertaining.
Yeah, she's
very
entertaining. She's entertaining. She defended about 2 or 3 times already, and I think she's about to get a new competitor, which is Zelina. And I don't know if BFAB and Mia Yim gonna be a tag team eventually. I don't know how that's gonna play out.
So.
But Lyra, it hasn't been hitting.
Didn't they announce that Chelsea's gonna have like a mystery opponent next Friday or something like that? I could be making that up, but I could have sworn I saw that. I'm hoping it's a diva.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's a diva.
Please.
Come on.
Be anybody. I miss Open. It's gonna be like it's tomorrow, so it's probably Trish. But
Trish has a match though, and
she has a match.
Oh yeah, with Tiffy.
Yeah.
Maybe a little random, but maybe Nikki.
Yeah, I did hear Nikki's
training. She came back for the Rumbles. She had like a really good merch return. Like her merch sales did really, really well. Chelsea's been pushing this whole thing. Maybe Michelle. That would be really, really cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of somebody who's Canadian, other than Trish Stratus.
Right.
That would be like a
Natty.
nice surprise.
Who?
She's a diva.
Natty.
She technically, technically, man.
Natty. I
Oh, I
That
hear
would
you
be
now.
funny. That would be funny.
like bring back open challenges, please.
She's been pitching this diva, like the diva killer thing. Like I want them to give it to her. Like give her the opportunity to do that. That would be so much fun. So much fun.
I feel like put us on creative right now.
ASAP.
Put us on. Maybe not, because they might be like, "Why the Bullet Club here?"
Yeah, why does Jay Uso hold all the titles? Like, what's going on?
What's happening? That would be me though. Like I think while we're at it, just make him a Grand Slam at the same time. That's never happened.
Like I'm saying, like
the
think
Usos
big.
are right.
Like let's
Think
think
it's
big.
small.
Let's think big.
Let's give Big Jim his mid card title right now.
I'm saying, yeah, like take that off Shinsuke. We'll have this ship. We'll have this ship corrected.
Tightened up. Like
They're like, get the pink slips the next day.
Yeah, right. They're gonna be like no.
The Usos are the tag champions. Jimmy's the U.S. champion. What's going on here? Naomi has both women.
Yeah, like, I'm just trying to figure out. I'm just trying to understand.
I'm loving that Naomi is seen more. I loving that she is seen more. But I feel like this is my root. This is the year I'm rooting for her real heavy. Yeah. But last year she came back. She had that huge pop, and I feel like they did nothing for her. So I just really hope something, especially with the Jade situation, just comes something so big for her. Like she winning Money in the Bank or something.
Yeah.
If she don't be in a Mania match this year, but
yeah, give her that heel turn. Just give her something. Yeah. Give her something.
Well, I'm on to.
Now you brought up Mania. I know that we're talking about like the frustrations of the women's division right now. As of right now, what are the potential of like the women's tag match or the women's battle royale? The women's tag match kind of seems like the new rebranded battle royale, but do y'all see the potential of that being high again this year, where they take a bunch of women and just women who should be on the card and essentially just put them in a tag match?
Yeah, give them their Mania moment. It's probably gonna be the battle royal.
Yeah, because the tag titles was even defended last year. We had the big three versus Damage Control instead.
Yeah.
It honestly just depends on. I really feel like how things play out between now and Elimination Chamber is how things is going to play out at Mania when it comes to these tag belts and Liv and Naomi and Bianca and all that.
Yeah. I mean, we have right now Tiffany versus Charlotte confirmed. I'm putting on the table. I want to say I'm almost like 75% sure that we're getting Roxanne Perez versus Bayley at Mania. I think that the potential of that is very, very high, or at least like the SmackDown before Mania, Raw after Mania, something big spot for that match. Yeah, for that match for sure. Yeah. But other than that, those are really the only women's matches that I see. I wanted Rhea versus Io. I was really, really, really excited for Io to hopefully be in the chamber match. So imagine my surprise when she didn't make it and has no Mania plans. Io Sky. I
feel like this is like the mad dash for Mania, honestly. Like where it's like people who don't have matches, it's like, oh, we have to hurry up and get you into something so you can like get into this Mania match. Yeah. Like so you can get your Mania. Like this is why we need the pre-show. That.
Yeah, but I mean Io Sky pre-show? Io Sky pre-show? Io Sky pre-show?
I know. While people getting their popcorn.
Right. While people still filing in.
I'm sick. Like I'm sick. I'm sick about this.
I don't need it to be 50-11 men's match for 2 nights though. So we need to figure out something.
Well, I feel like Triple H is kind of trying to stick to that 5-match card. So I think that's kind of like where he's going with it, like, because I just don't. I think we're just getting our women's title matches probably.
Maybe like mid card belts defended, like on SmackDown and Raw, leading up.
Hopefully, one mid card match is on there. Hopefully, we had 3 last year. I think we had 3, right? The tag match, and then the main belts.
Mm-hmm.
Bailey won.
Yeah, it was like big 3: Bailey, Io, Becky, Rhea.
Yep.
So 3 out of 2 nights. 3 out of 2 nights. We might get one, but if it is, we know which one. It's gonna be Chelsea, or it might be the tag, or it might be the tag. Like it might be like Bianca and Naomi. I said Io. Versus, because Bianca has to have a WrestleMania match if she does not win the Chamber.
She's Miss Mania, yeah. Period.
Yeah, she has to have a Mania match of some sort.
I'll be surprised if she's not in a Mania match.
And Liv
she has to be.
And Raquel. Yeah. So I'd be really surprised. Like I feel like we have so many talented women, and I think we are kind of blessed now to where it's like this is our issue. Like at first it was like we only saw a few women in things because they were the only ones that was kind of good enough. Right.
Yeah.
And now we run into this issue where so many talented women on both on the roster of WWE and AEW, which we're about to get into as well. Before we get out of here, we have to talk about that because AEW, where is your women's division? Like we're talking about WWE, AEW, where is your women's division? Like,
yeah. Mariah May's reign was very lackluster,
and
unfortunately, not. I don't think any qualm to her. Yeah, I don't think it was anything that had to do with her. I think it's purely booking.
It's like it's simultaneously like her reign was lackluster while Toni Storm was putting on the best character work of her entire career. Like that storyline, she's doing.
Yeah.
She's doing what she can. She's doing what she can with what she has. You know.
But I think that's the issue. They're making some things too obvious. You know what I mean? Like it was so obvious that Mariah May's story revolves around Toni Storm. That eventually Toni Storm is going to come back and take the belt. They didn't let her like terrorize the division enough. You know, just be an evil doer. Like they didn't really bring that home enough for me because I know Mariah May can do it. And she has done it. She has done it in multiple different capacities. And even on what she did on Collision, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that last night. So I guess we're going to get that rematch at Revolution. But
the win, though, was very anticlimactic. It was like, you won here? You won here? It's like, yes, you should win. But like, here? Not on one of the biggest pay-per-views. So I just... Then what are they doing? Ring of Honor? Like it's just y'all treat them right because it's so many. Just because we can't say because WWE right now is running into where it's too saturated, and then I feel like with AEW they are saturated as well, but they're not using any of their women.
Yeah, agreed.
And it's just like. No,
agreed.
You're gonna lose them all. Like it's like you just can't be Mercedes. Like, and this is no shade. I know how I feel about Mercedes, but like this is no shade. But it just can't be her.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that I do think that she's finding her footing. I do think that like the matches themselves are becoming way more interesting. I'm enjoying what she did with Harley Cameron. I thought that was so much fun.
I'm loving it.
I loved that match. Yeah, I love that match. I think she has her 2 feet. Yeah, I think she has her 2 feet on the ground in AEW now. Finally.
I am sold on Harley Cameron. I will say this. I am sold.
She hasn't got to me yet.
Really? I love her. I love her. She's so talented.
It's like that. If you like, I think it's so. If you like Chelsea Green, you like Harley Cameron.
It's the same level of camp.
Yeah,
it's the same level of camp. Except like she's like, I would say Harley's like a notch more goofy. Like Chelsea's very like. I'm that girl, you know what I mean? Whereas like Harley's like, I'm not afraid to like look goofy, like look very goofy.
It's like a tune, and I'm just I'm not comparing her to these people just for the sake of comparing. I am just it's like Emma, like we should. It's like Emma and Chelsea Green.
I get what you're saying.
I'm loving her.
Feel the rap.
Yeah, give me a Mercedes.
Where's she coming over here?
Put a
Right.
Mercedes puppet on the merch shop because I would actually buy that. I would actually buy a Mercedes puppet.
Okay, y'all. We should always say, book the women better, please.
And my final point: can we have like actual divisions again?
Oh, well,
Can we have
we?
actual divisions again? Why is 1 week somebody facing somebody for the top championship, and then the next week they're in a tag match, and then the next week they're in a qualifying match to qualify for the mid card belt? It doesn't make any sense. There's no pecking order. And now people online are saying that Bianca Belair is, even though it's a mid card belt, they're calling Bianca Belair a mid carder. We're losing the plot. We're losing the plot. We need direction, and we need direction soon. That's my final.
No, honestly,
that's my final thought.
Divisions, they have that where it's like you gave us the mid card titles to separate these divisions, and then clearly you're not.
Everybody just.
It's like, we're just gonna put. I know that you've held the title most of 2024, but here we go. Not anymore. That's done. That's over with. You're now in the tag team division, and it's like, okay, I guess, like, just do the job.
When it comes to Bianca, I think she did burn herself out. So if she wants to slow it down a little bit, I won't blame her. I did think because she make her own gear. When you champion, you gotta be here, you gotta be there, you gotta be available every day.
But I feel like even now she's even more available though, because she has a tag title. So she's in NXT 1 week, she's on SmackDown, she's on Raw, and they're still making her
she
own
gotta
gear.
coordinate now.
Yeah, she's still making her own gear. So she's probably now making her and Naomi's gear.
I don't think she has to make. Well, she still got to make. She still got to make appearances, but I don't think she got to make as many.
For sure, yeah.
That's true. You don't have to be all.
That's why. So she got a squig.
The autograph signings,
yeah,
a squig of a little bit more time. So remember on the show, she was falling asleep, and I feel like, ooh,
I know. Yeah, she was falling asleep doing her gear,
doing her makeup.
Yep.
Yeah, she was working hard. Like 2022, like 2021 to 2023 was
the year of Bianca.
All gas. Yeah, all gas.
The year of Bianca. Like, I feel like Bianca, you can put her in the tag. You can put her on a tag team division, like I said, and then she could win the chamber, and it'd be like, okay,
it'll be believable, 100%.
Yeah,
but I just feel like
I don't want her to be a champion doing that though. So
I just want a better story. I just want something. I'm with it if the story is there. If you can make if you can make it believable, cool. But right now, it's just I'm just more so enjoying the work that Bianca and Naomi are doing, not necessarily enjoying the reign.
Shut up. That's what it is. Just shut up.
Yeah. I'm very torn on it. Like I said, I like. I'm gonna watch every week for them, but it's also like we also
give them more. Like give them more to do.
We also need direction, but like we said all that to say is please book the women, please. I don't have to be WWE women deserve better. It should not be any more hashtags.
Sad. I thought we were done with hashtags. Maybe sad.
All right, girl. All right, well, let's wrap it up and let's get on out of here. I'm first gonna say, KV, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Meticulous Key everywhere, and I'm gonna do Gabby's. You can find Gabby at Hi Gabby L. She just did someone women's sports. If you are interested in that as well.
Yes. The only reason I know about the Unrivaled.
Listen, she keeping me.
I don't know who these people are, or like when they come up, I'm like, oh, yeah, we talked about this. I know her. I know that name.
I understand this. I understand what's happening. Yeah. I'm kind of picking things up now. Wait.
Where can the people find you?
So you can find me at @Ash_Benny on Instagram or Benny's Block _.
You can find me at Genius3 and Reese Plays Games X on Instagram and Reese Plays Games X on YouTube. All right, guys. So don't forget to put down that lip gloss and pick up that ladder, and we will see you next week.